I'll ask you two, contentious journalistic questions.
Please.
Because there's been, I mentioned earlier off camera, we're talking about the Folio.
Right.
And because of some of the similarities, I understand there's very different technologies, but because of the form factor, the smartphone,
right.
sort of partnership thing, and of course because Palm killed it before it came to market,
right.
How do you respond to the critics that are saying, and these of course, are online forum critics, but these are the people that are looking at your device,
yeah.
right? How do you respond to them and say, oh, this is like the Folio, and they killed the product. Why will this product succeed? Where do you see your advantages versus what Palm was doing?
Yeah, I actually think it's a very, very good question and a very relevant question. And here's the differences, I believe. First off, the Folio really was a UMPC. It was a Linux operating system running on an ARM processor, and so that was a platform unto itself.
Right.
So you had to sync data between your smartphone and that device, and you probably also have a notebook or a computer, and so now I have to manage data at on three different platforms.
Right.
And what we've done is we've extended the smartphone platform. So again, all of the data, all of the computing resides on this device, and so the total cost of ownership of our device is negligible to zero. It is not another platform.
Right.
And so that is when we've been talking to our beta customers and other people, that is a key unique value proposition and benefit that we're bringing is we don't add that additional platform.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. A different question that just occurred to me with the resolution that you guys support. I'm really big. Whenever I travel, I like watching movies. So I have and every month or two, I'm switching the device that I'm using to watch movies. So right now I'm using a Samsung, UMPC, which is okay, but I mean it's a little bit bulky. Are you guys in terms of being able to play video? You said you had what was the screen resolution?
800 by 480.
800 by 480. I was going to say most modern Pocket PCs probably won't decode video that high,
no,
right? So, do you have sort of like a stretch to fit technology, or I'm just trying to think, because some media players will sort of take whatever the resolution of the file is and kind of stretch it, right? So I guess as long as the Pocket PC can handle whatever video it's playing, your device will just sort of display whatever it's
That's
displaying.
Exactly right. So, and we need to make that distinction, because in that case, we'll put up the same image as what the Pocket PC would provide. But in all other cases on applications, what we're doing is not just stretching that, but we're resizing that window and then changing the resolution of the application itself. And so that's how we get for example, in an Excel spreadsheet, instead of seeing 3 columns that are just expanded, we get the full working space. In the case of video, though, we do just provide the same resolution that's coming from the Pocket PC.
Okay. Now, so talk to me about that, the resizing of the resolution. So is that something, is there a software driver that installs on the Pocket PC that actually enables that? Because I'm trying to figure out the back end. Like, is there an API that you guys are using that says, hey, Pocket Excel, you're actually this big, not, this big?
So, yeah, exactly. So what we're doing is putting a driver onto this device.
Okay.
And then we're connecting with that driver, and then the technology that we have implemented is what actually resizes that device, or resizes the window and makes the correct resolution.
Okay, that's interesting. I have one more contentious question.
Yes.
It's about the price point.
Yes.
That was it's kind of funny. So we posted about this on our online communities, and I was fascinated with the concept. This is great, but the number of people, it's probably 9 to 1. People are saying, well, for $499, and this is the whole UMPC problem.
Right.
People start saying, well, for $399 I can get a entry-level Dell laptop, and they forget, that it's 6 pounds and it has an hour and a half of battery life, but there's always that trade-off between, price point versus functionality, and certainly the number of, internet tablet devices that have flourished and died over the years speaks to the fact that a lot of people are willing to put up with more weight and a lower cost to get more functionality. So the people that I've read the comments, they're saying, well, all it is a screen, and a battery and a keyboard. Why is it $499? I can go and get an Asus, EE PC and do more. And so this is what I'm seeing a lot of. How would you respond to those people in terms of the value for the dollar here?
Yeah, so a couple of things. So we've done a lot of market research ourselves to the target customer segment, and what we have found is they're absolutely willing to pay for the value that we're providing.
Okay.
I think that our audience, or our customer base, also understands that it's not just a keyboard and an LCD.
Right.
They understand that there's some significant technology that enables us to take that resolution, change the resolution, resize the resolution, and then also pass that over very, very small pipes, including a Bluetooth pipe,
right,
and have no latency associated with that. So again, when you're in an airport, instead of opening that notebook and booting up, etc., you can simply pull this out, crack it open, instantly available, have a very productive 10 to 15 minute period of time, close it up, back in the bag, and you're off and going.
Right.
And I think that our customer base is understanding the value proposition and the benefits of that type of solution. And so from that perspective, we haven't, obviously we've seen the feedback on $499,
sure,
but the individuals that we've actually put it in front of, described, and have had a chance to play with it and see how much more productive it makes their smartphone.
Right.
We're getting very positive feedback from those individuals.
Right. And in terms of your target market here, we're obviously talking, mobile professionals, people that want to travel as light as possible.
Exactly.
They don't want to have, 3 or 4 different devices. So you're not targeting the general consumer really here. And obviously, mobile professionals are willing to pay a couple extra $100 to get something that lightens their 12-pound backpack.
Exactly. So you don't have to carry that 5 or 6 pounds of notebook on a 2 or 3 day trip.
Right. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And up next, we'll be looking at a demo